What's up, everyone? My father here, misclicking in our home screen. But yeah, trying to get back to our season here. I missed a couple weeks again, but want to get some prep in for the new Reddit Backyard Baseball League season that's starting up pretty soon. So trying to just practice with whoever. Not all that worried about being that competitive this season or anything, but want to just put on a good showing with whatever players I do have. So we are playing at our home field at Tin Can Alley. We've got our clone Andy Bronson, faster, stronger, harder, better, faster, stronger Randy Johnson on the pitcher's mound. Ron Monsley behind the plate, David Marion at third, Cal Ripken at short, Brad Bender at second base, Ahmed Khan at first, and his brother Amir out in right field. Petr Chekhov trying to be hidden in center field, which I have not really loved even at Tin Can Alley so far, but we'll see how that does for us today. And then Horace Young rounding things out in left field with the batting order shown over on the left part of the screen here. And I'm just going to go right into the game without looking at this Tigers lineup. So it'll be a surprise to both of us, as that's not a fun surprise with Chico Pappas, one of the best power hitters in this game, leading things off for the Tigers here. Powerful and very fast. So he ultimately just hits a high bouncing ground ball a little bit behind second base is where it lands in Cal Ripken's glove, so I'll field it pretty dang cleanly, all things considered. But still an easy single for Chico, and not an attempted steal. On that first pitch at least, as Wally whiffs at a hook. Watches a left hook go by for strike two. And, this is actually Wally Evans, but some naming issues with this particular file that I didn't bother to change. Wally picks up a very hard hit single off the wall in left field that I just couldn't do anything about. Threw a pretty good pitch, but Wally decided to just hit it really hard. Daniel Willis up next, and we are not able to turn two after Ahmed flubs it at first base, and we also allowed Chico to come around and score. I may have been able to get the out at second, but I had thrown it there instead. So we got the lead runner at second, one of the lead runners at second. We're trying to turn two, but Cal overthrew Ahmed. And ultimately we end up with Daniel Willis at second base. Not particularly strong custom, but he hit the ball fairly well. Is that going to get up on the trailer from Juan Gonzalez? Yes, that's unfortunate. That's going to be a tough one for Petra or anyone else on our team to deal with. Yeah, that's going to be an inside the park home run from Juan Gonzalez. Too fast, too good of a hit. Nothing I can really do about that. I mean, he really just had a high pop up, but that's 3 runs already on the board for these Tigers. About more than I've given up in any of these Tin Can Alley games, but this is a very good offense from what I've seen so far, as Stephanie seems to be on some kind of boost. Not really sure what's going on with that. Gets herself thrown out at home, though, despite all that. Wonder what's going on with Stephanie. Oh yeah, she is boosted to Barry Bonds level. Ball ratings, at least, I think. Actually, better than that. Maybe that's right. Whatever. Very high ratings for Stephanie here. I don't know if that was intentional or if I messed something up, but yeah, yeah, she is good today and was a little too aggressive on the bases, but hit the ball well and ran real fast. Jacinda seems to be her usual, not all that good self. It's a little dribbler back to the pitcher for finally the third out in that inning. Gave up 3 runs, could have been better, but also could have been worse. We'll start things off with Mr. Andy Bronson facing Chris Milton on the mound. Andy definitely does not get all of that one, but hit the ball well enough that the shortstop, who is Isabel Morelli, pretty solid arm, was not able to make the play on us. It's Hillary Vargas, who is a Jeff Bagwell clone, behind the plate. So, man, just a good overall team, minus Willis in right field. This is a tough squad. Good practice, especially with whatever boost Stephanie has going on, and Jacinda, not the best for offensive purposes, but with her height and other attributes, she is a solid defensive first baseman, one of the better defensive first base people, I should say. Stephanie kind of screwed that one up and threw it too hard to second base, so we kind of got lucky with a technically single there. Off of another not actually good hit from Ahmed. So that's going to give us runners on first and second for Mr. Mondesi. Nice hook from Chris Milton, I should say, for the second pitch there to get the first strike of the at-bat. Fouls off the third pitch. Took the very first pitch for a ball, so we're at a 1-2 count. And that pitch does catch the top of the strike zone for strike 3. Sucks to go down looking like that, but it was a close pitch. That was a great pitch to hit, and Petra takes it opposite field, off the wall and right. And with how the defense handled it, should be a pretty easy 2 RBI double for Petra. Nice swing from her, nice big pop fly towards right. Would have been an actual home run in a lot of ballparks, but here at Tin Can, it is a long double. And I didn't really feel good about sending Petra there. Yeah, well, maybe with that throw from Stephanie, we would. The defense messes around a little bit out there, but ultimately a long single off the wall and left for Amir Khan. Bring up Davey Marion, who hits an infield fly. Womp womp. Wasn't the best pitch to hit. Probably should have been a little more patient there. We need a pretty good hit to safely move Petra along. So we'll see if Cal can put one of his not all that consistent, but occasionally spectacular line drive swings on a baseball here. So far, all he's done is show off his good eye at the plate, taking first 2 pitches for ball 1 and ball 2, and now ball 3 on a hook cutting inside the strike zone. So, got no real reason to swing at this pitch. It does catch the high and inside part of the strike zone. Milton still working the corners there. It's a 3-1, and now 3-2. Full count for Cal. Pretty well had to swing at that pitch. It stayed further outside than I was thinking on that hook. And we go down on strikes for the second time that inning. I haven't really struggled with that too much in this side season, but Chris Milton got me twice. Isabel Morelli stands in there for the Tigers and misses a first pitch hook. Misses badly at a second pitch hook. Batting at 1-1-1 for the season. Probably a product of her terrible vision and contact, but when she does run into the baseball by sheer dumb luck, she can hit it a long ways. And Hillary Vargas now up to bat. She does a little bit of everything. Not super fast, but not embarrassingly slow. Hits the ball well. Cannon of an arm. And really just gets lucky with that one out to the left field. Right at Horace, but he flubs the catch. And so for Hillary's speed is at least enough to beat out those kind of plays. So easily strolls in with technically a single. Might set us up to go for 2 here. Andy second, Cal to first, and 2 outs are recorded. So we'll have a power-up for our single designated power-up user, Brad Bender. Be a screamin' line drive. So Brad will probably go ahead and fire that off when he comes up to bat right after Horace. Especially if Horace can reach safely, which he does. Not a spectacular hit or anything, but kind of softly hit enough and well placed enough that neither Isabel nor Stephanie could come up with it quickly and cleanly to make the throw to first. And I boosted his running a little bit there. The aforementioned Brad Bender up at the plate takes the first 2 pitches, 1 for a ball, 1 for a strike. That one looks like a ball, pretty well above the strike zone from Chris Milton. So a walk would honestly be just as good as firing off this screamer. So basically had the same result. Long single that unfortunately did not catch like the top of the dumpsters in right field. Had to run a little bit with Brad just to not get thrown out at first, but we do ultimately get a true single, advancing Horace to second, and have 2 runners on for Andy Bronson back at the top of our order. Not a bad place to be. It's a high pop-up. Yeah. They actually may not have caught it with how that AI was going to handle Stephanie and Chris probably running into each other there, but called a infield fly nevertheless. So unfortunate first out in the inning from Andy there. I got him to open quickly, might have swung at that one, but okay, not swinging at that one, that's going to be trouble. Yeah. Ahmed lets us down, grounds the ball towards third. Easy double play from Juan, stepping on third and easily throwing out Brad Bender at second. So we stay behind the AI here as the AI, the Tigers, come back to the top of their order, which is Chico Papas yet again. Trying to be careful and miss a little bit outside with that hook. Yeah, I don't know what the answer is with Chico. Not bad, as long as Andy gets under it and jumps up and makes the catch. So, a bit of a sigh of relief to get Chico there and have Wally up with nobody on base. Wally swings right through a first pitch. Low and inside right hook. Tries to lay down a bunt on a left hook. I might have said left hook, but first time too. Some kind of hook. and fails. And then whiffs at a fastball. Another strikeout for Andy. Picks up a big freeze to go with the spitball power-up. Don't particularly plan on using either of those until potentially late in the game, just to pick up some strikeouts for fun, but they're there for some kind of break glass in case of emergency. This time we get a softer grounder from Daniel Willis, fielded well by Brad Bender at second base. So 1-2-3 in that inning, feels a little bit better. Don't think I mentioned it from the last inning, but that screaming line drive with Brad was the only one we got. So the game randomly gave us just one power-up use. Rawl hits that one down. Trying to talk too fast. Rawl hits that one out towards left field. The left fielder and center fielder run into each other, but still manage to make a catch between them. Well, makes pretty good contact overall, but no luck. Right out of fielder. Petra, though. Petra hits that one well out towards left center field. Does get on top of the trailer, bounces around a little bit. Fielded pretty cleanly by Stephanie, though, and I think I'm going to get Petra thrown out in this rundown. Without some luck on a missed throw, or... No, we actually do get Petra back to first base. She deserved a single there, at the very least. Ball did not stay up on the trailer for long enough. She'll probably get out at some point in this sequence now that I've used up a lot of her stamina, but... she deserved to pick up a hit there, so... tried to do that for her. Amir Khan is up at the plate, and at least theoretically could be someone to the towering pop fly into the outfield. Cindy hits a towering pop fly to the catcher. Hillary does make the catch, makes a strong throw to first, doubles off Petra. No chance at all there. So I believe the Tigers here are now sitting on two different batting power-ups, or potentially two of the same batting power-up, which is not a good sign when you're already losing to the AI here. Juan Gonzalez also at the plate, which is also not a good sign. Takes a couple of hooks before swinging at a low and inside fastball. Then he just pops up to Andy fairly harmlessly for out number one. Scary Stephanie now stands in. She lays down a bunt, which is fielded by Andy, but not thrown over to first in time. So cheeky single there from Stephanie. Bunted it away from the play. It was pretty smart. Really like some weak contact here from Jocinda if I can get it, but nope. Stephanie's going to steal second, then head towards third. And I could have tried to catch her up in the rundown there, but felt better just letting her take second after a flubbed throw from Rawl initially. It's definitely going to make it more challenging to pick up a double play unless Brad can make this catch and he cannot. Ugh. And it's going to be an RBI double for Jocinda. To me, at least, did not look like the AI was going to get me under that one with Brad, so I tried to self-adjust out there, and it did not go well. AI is going to break out, break out one of their batting power-ups, a crazy bunt that was mostly well handled there. Amir went out towards Amir in right field. He scared it towards center field, where it bounced off of the wood plank out there. Cal picked it up for just a single for Isabel. Is it Isabel or Isabella? Isabel. Okay. But that does still put us in a kind of dangerous situation with Hillary at the plate, potentially with another batting power-up, and runners on first and third. So if we could turn a double play, we would be fine. The strikeout is solid as well, especially with Chris Milton coming up. Hopefully we can get out of here without further damage, but he could still break out that batting power-up that I think they have. Yeah, lays down a crazy bunt once again. Did not do very well at scaring it into a wall or anything. So a long RBI single from Milton off of that crazy bunt, and they could potentially have even more of them. But 2 was the minimum. AI would be fairly silly to use one with Chico here, who also just has a good chance of clobbering it. How goes the AI at hitting a big freeze? Let's find out. Alright. Chico watches it go by for strike 3. Somewhat limiting the damage again, but 2 more runs on the board, and we haven't scored since the first inning ourselves, which is not promising as we head into the bottom of the 4th, down by 3. And an okay part of our lineup, but we'll also have Brad coming up sooner rather than later. Davey puts a very nice swing on the ball with that line drive swing out towards right. And I think pretty much no matter what, we can get to second here. Feel pretty good about getting to third as well. We do. Actually, we're going all the way. Inside the park home run for Davey Marion after some throwing errors more than anything else. That feels pretty good, just to get ourselves back in the swing of things. Whoa, that hook stayed way farther outside than I was expecting, as I obviously switched all the way to an open stance. That one was a little bit better located. Cal hits it on a rope, but right at Isabel at shortstop. Out number 1 in the inning, bringing up Horace Young. I definitely have a lot of trouble with these primarily hook-based pitchers like Chris, I would say, is. Horace makes good contact, but it does go right to Stephanie, and he is not able to beat the throw to first, sorry. So quick 2 outs after that inside the Parker from Davey. Brad Bender's going to be fighting for his life to get on base here. Does make contact. Run, Brad, run. Ah, so close. Good effort, buddy. Just the 1 run. Still trailing by 2, and not a whole lot of time left to turn things around here. It's definitely a good Tigers team, but our team is also good, so we'd like to be doing a little bit better than this. Not a great sign for our upcoming season. But that'll happen sometimes, you know? Nice catch by Andy on the mound from that comebacker from Wally Evans, Wally Green, whatever, very least. Bringing back up Daniel Willis, who's definitely giving us a little bit of trouble in this one. Man, he hit that ball hard towards left field. A long single. Oh, he's going for 2, just kidding. He's gonna get himself caught in a rundown and ultimately thrown out at first. Could have let him stay on somewhere and try to set up the double play, but I don't know, never feels quite right to do that. And it has a lot of risk involved as well. Giving up enough runs to the AI here. Nice play by Cal at shortstop to cleanly field that bouncing ball from Juan Gonzalez. Nice play by Ahmed to actually catch the ball. And so we do get out of there. Essentially 1-2-3. Bring up Andy Brownson to lead things off here in the bottom of the fifth. Back at the top of our order, which is where we would like to be to hopefully put some runs on the board. So far, 2 balls thrown to Andy to start off the at-bat. He's going to take that one. That does catch the low and inside part of the strike zone, just barely. He's going to hit that one on a line towards left center. It does just barely get off the wall there. I hate when this happens. I'm just going to leave Andy at first. They fielded it moderately cleanly. Andy got a deserved single there, but wasn't going to mess around and try to sneak him towards second on the throw that bounced off the trailer. It's one of those quirks of Tin Can Alley. Ooh, I saw that fastball on the outer part of the plate, wanted it, swung too early. Instead, we just hit a high bouncer with Ahmed that nobody fields cleanly. And not pretty, but we'll take a single there. Means 2 runners are on base for Mondesi. I'm just going to try a line drive swing, I think. Rips that ball, but way foul. Go to 0-1. Very, very tempted by that zigzag to try to earn a power-up for Brad Bender later, but looked pretty well outside, and it was. That hook never hooked down vertically, so above the strike zone, also for a ball. Slow-mo from Chris, I think, is also going to be a ball. Definitely got to be tired out on the mound after all these power-up pitches. Tries another zigzag that is also a ball. Okay, this is promising. Bases loaded, nobody out. Petra at the plate. She has been crushing the ball so far in this one. I always think Ahmed looks so funny standing out on second base. It's like thin neck, just looks like his tongue is sticking out. Is what that imagery has always been for me. Just doesn't have a neck. Doesn't really make sense either, but fair enough. Petra got 3 pitches, all pretty low. 2 of them were balls, 1 a strike. No interest in swinging at any of them. Ugh. That is going to be an infield fly. Unfortunately. First out of the inning. So still some chances to work with, but we need Emery to come through here. As Chris misses low with his first pitch for ball 1. Luckily, all fairly fast runners on the bases here. And with Davey up next, we're pretty okay with a walk if that is what Chris decides to do here. As we're now at a 3-0 count. Another slow-mo from Chris, misses low. So he walks in a run. Bases are still loaded, still just 1 out in the inning. Rawl smiling out there on second base now. That's going to force a pitching change for the Tigers to try to get out of this jam. So Chris at short, Isabel on the mound. Davey rockets that one back up the middle, and there is no catch in center field. Amir does get out at second base, though. So tie this ball game up. If we can't get another run, we may have to go to extras, though, or at least have to bat. Oh, okay. Hillary with no fear trying to make the throw to second, despite the runner hanging out on third base. So no steal there. Cal got a nice pitch to hit there, but he fouls it back to go to 1-1. Davey on first. Raul at third. And 2 outs in the inning as Isabel misses just outside. I was real tempted to swing at it anyways. That time she missed well outside. Cal has worked this one to a 3-1 count. That one's definitely a strike, and trust Cal still moderately well at the plate, so give him a chance at it. Roll went home and everyone was safe. A little dribbler from Cal. I wasn't even sprinting with Cal. I was just trying to get Raul home and hope that worked. But they just tried to make a throw to first, but not in time. And Horace places that one perfectly into left center, where the tired Chris Milton cannot make a play on the ball. We finally cracked this one open a little bit here in the bottom of the 5th. Put us up to 7 runs, a 2-run lead now on these Tigers. You know, Brad Bender at the plate now, so we're probably done unless he randomly pulls out one of those real line drive swings. But those first 2 pitches from Isabel were not much he could do anything with. Falls behind 0-2, but does take the 3rd pitch for a ball. So 1-2. I'm not actually fast enough with the mouse switching to try to set up like a real hit and run here. If we get to a full count, I will of course do that. Took a strike from Brad, and it was. I think even with a steal going on, Stephanie would have still either made that play or made the throw over to first. So Brad is retired, but we finally got the lead in this one. So 7-5 now. And we've got a chance. It's definitely tough against this offense. They definitely could still have a power-up available. But we'll see. Stephanie has fallen behind 0-2 on a couple hooks. Watches strike 3 go by, a fastball low and inside. Maybe we are moderately safe now with... it's Jacinda, Isabel, never mind. Yeah, they're all good hitters except for... Jacinda is not the greatest among them, but we'll be careful to her in this situation too. We don't want to give them anything really good to hit. Jacinda has fallen behind 0-2. Puts decent wood on that low and inside hook, but Baby covers the ground at third base well and makes the catch. So Isabel on the mound. Sorry, Isabel at the plate, their current pitcher. Andy's on the mound, as he pretty much always is. Isabel goes down to 2 strikes here. We're going to give her a high and inside elevator. Oh, crap. Oh, man. She hit that ball way too hard. Bounces around in center field. Petra fields it well, but not in time to get Isabel at second. So that's going to be a batting power-up. Yeah, I figured that might happen. That's okay. Such is the way of things in backyard baseball. Hillary Vargas at the plate. not really who we want to be facing. She definitely has a batting power-up available to her if she would like to use it. Nothing so far as she falls behind 0-2. We're just gonna bring a low inside, high and inside heat. Hit this ball, Hillary. She can't do it. Andy Bronson, 6th strikeout of the game, and we get out of there despite Isabel's rally attempt with the big swing off the elevator there. Whew. Not a pretty win at all. I do not feel good about that, but it's still a win. We get out of there. We didn't have to bat in the bottom of the 6th, so we saved ourselves that embarrassment as well. And gave Milton the loss. I think he was out of the game by the time we were winning, but for real baseball, that would have given him the loss because of the inherited runners stuff. So if that is why he got the loss, good on Backyard Baseball for replicating that successfully. I don't really know that we have a player of the game for this one. Nobody really stood out. When we're only scoring 7 runs with this team at Tin Can Alley, it's kind of hard for anyone to stand out. But we do get the W, and we'll hope for bigger and better things as we try to finish out at least a few more of these games before the league season starts. But if you made it all the way through, thanks for watching and or listening as always, and I'll see you all next time.